round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Jaguars going up against the Bengals.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Play clock winding down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. And incomplete here on third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Again, it's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D looking like they may blitz. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. And now to the air. Dalton. And Woods has it complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be... starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here we go on 1st and 15. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Mixon. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. To go here on 2nd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Dalton throwing on second down. And caught right side. Green. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now they run with Mixon, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. It doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Shotgun now for Bortles. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now, here come the Bengals. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Play action now. Dalton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Now Mixon. Shedding through the defense. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Shift together here from the D-line.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again. Dalton looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Andrew Billings coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On second down, here's Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Bortles. It's caught right side, it turns. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hurns, 62 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he powers his way up past the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Dalton saying, let's get going here, guys, as he rallies them to get set. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? First and 10 for Dalton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton, right side complete. That's Woods. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Dalton saying, let's get going here, guys, as he rallies them to get set. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run here with Mixon. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole 2nd half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before half for Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. The toss play to Mixon. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Going for the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hearns brings it in. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Bortles now to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a play fake. Bortles. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And Bortles Bortles going to sneak it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here we go now. Flag 58, rail. Flag 58, rail. Left.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama. Then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles. But I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
A little juke, and now running right through it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Dalton sets up play action. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Here's Dalton. That's taken in by the rookie Josh Malone. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Back now in Cincinnati. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it?
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. DeJuan Smoot in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And to give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And got a man. It's Woods. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
To throw on 2nd down. Dalton, throw left side, complete. It's Woods. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin with a run by Fournette. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Again, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. Fournette, there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing again. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Fournette on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's a give to Fournette. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Left. Here we go. Green, black 58, rail. Black 58, rail. Slow. No.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing is Bortles.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nifty move. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Yannick Ngakoue. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Fowler able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. 1st and goal here from the 9. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing now is Bortles. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bortles going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now Bortles. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Bortles under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.